All right, last night we showed you a hot mic moment revealing the real Dr. Fauci.
You are totally incorrect.
Well, we look forward to
Marshall,
reviewing it.
Senator Marshall, Dr. Fauci has answered you. It is public information, and he's happy to give it to you if you would ask. Senator Moran.
What a moron. Jesus Christ.
So did Fauci apologize for insulting a sitting member of Congress? Well, of course not. Instead, he just doubled down.
He was implying that maybe I was making investments sort of like ahead of the game here. And he made the statement that we can't get your financial statement. It was stunning to me that a United States senator doesn't realize that my financial statement is public knowledge. It was just like, where have you been?
Joining me now is the lawmaker Fauci insulted Kansas Senator Roger Marshall, who is also an MD. Senator, you were in fact onto something. Is that why you believe that he reacted the way he did? Are Fauci's financial disclosures complete in your mind?
Well, Laura, good evening. You know, Dr. Fauci does protest too much, right? Why is he so defensive about all this? He's lied to the American public again. He's lied to Congress again. We cannot access his records. My office cannot, still cannot get them. You can't get them. Nobody can get them yet. The NIH somehow was hiding them from us. So he lied to the American public. But I just have to appreciate you talking about Hillary Clinton and deplorables. Don't you feel like a deplorable when Dr. Fauci talks down to you, when he tells you, look, if you don't want to wear a mask, you're a deplorable. If you don't want a vaccine, you're a deplorable. If you don't agree with me, you're a deplorable. That's Dr. Fauci. We caught him in another lie yesterday.
So it's implicit in his comments that the science dictates that we do X, and then months or maybe even a year later, we find that the science, supposed science, is collapsing on itself, as it is with cloth masks and vaccines and transmission. When he appears on Capitol Hill, as he did this week again, do you sense an arrogant man? Do you sense a humble man? What's your just reaction to his overall appearance?
Yeah, I think overbearing, very narcissistic, very full of himself, that truly he believes that he is the science and that nobody can disagree with him. I feel so bad for Dr. Walensky going on making her rules saying you can go back to work after 5 days, and then Dr. Fauci hops on TV and says, oh, but you need a test first. When I suggested yesterday that, look, 59% of Americans don't trust you, Dr. Fauci, every time you go on television, a person that's declined the vaccine so far just digs their heels even more, that he's hurting the team. He was having no part of that. And instead, what's the first thing he does? He goes back and jumps on TV. He's so in love with this TV camera that he can't do what's best for the health of this nation.
Well, it was amazing because yesterday was supposed to be Biden's big push for voting rights, and yet Fauci stepped all over it. So he stepped on Biden and kind of messed up Biden's whole mojo, if you can call mojo, with what he said yesterday. But he just always has to be the center of attention. But unsurprisingly, the media circled the wagon, Senator, around Fauci, and again went on to attack you. Watch.
Dr. Marshall knows better. They all know better.
The GOP chooses to demonize and stigmatize the top, or essentially the country's top public health official.
It is designed to deceive, and it does push us to a more dangerous place, where hard partisans stop trusting our public officials.
So, Senator, it's your fault that the American people increasingly do not trust the public health apparatus with what we've learned about the vaccines and Omicron and so forth.
You know, of course, it has to be anybody's fault but Dr. Fauci. Several times we asked the folks on the panel, well, whose responsibility is this that 800,000 Americans have died? More people died in America in 2021 than 2020, despite having the vaccine mandates, mask mandates, lots of testing. It's not working, but very limited therapeutics. Whose responsibility is this? But I will say thank you to all the press who did come to our rescue and point out the lies that Dr. Fauci told again yesterday. He lied about being able to get his records. He lied again about viral gain of function. Thanks to Project Veritas, we were able to point out one more time when the Department of Defense had declined a research study on viral gain of function, but Dr. Fauci approved it. So we got him on the run again.
Well, it would be nice if he was as vigorous in his criticism toward the Communist Party of China as he is toward you, but he always seems to leap to China's defense. Senator, it's good to see you tonight. Thank you.